So, 3 months ago, yeah, I reviewed the Redmi A3, and when I was talking about its performance, this is what I said. Now, performance-wise, the Redmi A3 is not a very snappy phone. In fact, immediately after I set it up, the phone was very unstable and laggy. I experienced a few crashes when I was trying to sign in my Google account into Play Store, and even when I eventually did, I discovered that I could not download some applications like Geekbench and Asphalt 9 into this device. Now, 3 months plus down the line, Xiaomi secretly releases another entry-level device to the market. They call it the Redmi A3x. And from all indication, I think the X there is to X out the Redmi A3. Let me explain. The Redmi A3s feels and looks just like the Redmi A3. They have the same design externally with the glass back and this circular camera module that doesn't make the phone from behind looks like a budget device. I really love the design. Now, the screen specification is absolutely perfect for a budget phone. We still have the same 720 pixel IPS LCD screen with a 90Hz refresh rate, 6.71 inches in size, and protected by Corning Gorilla Glass Jewelry. Once again, exactly what we have with the Redmi A3. But when it comes to the engine room of this phone, the processor, Xiaomi completely changed everything. They now went with the Unisoc T603 processor, which by all means and standard, it's about the same in terms of performance when you compare it to the Helio P35 that we have with the Redmi A3. So my speculation, yeah, emphasis on speculation, is that the Redmi A3 chipset has a problem that even software updates couldn't fix. But let's leave all this speculation alone and just talk about what is real. Because you are most likely thinking, what's the performance like with this new processor? Well, I will be honest, it is way better. I didn't get to experience all that drags and sudden crashes when performing basic tasks like trying to sign in my Gmail account or switching between applications quickly. And also the best part is that some of the applications I couldn't download with the Redmi A3, I was able to download them here. For example, my favorite game, Asphalt 9. So really, in terms of experience when it comes to using the smartphone, the Redmi A3s is way better or so much of an improvement compared to the Redmi A3. Now, still talking performance, I played the games I downloaded like Asphalt 9 on this device, and yeah, it ran smoothly. But as you would expect, there was considerable heating up of the phone, so it's safe to say that this phone is not a gaming phone. You don't want to buy it if you are a gamer or if you intend to have long gaming sessions with this phone. My unit right here has 3 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of internal storage, which makes it the base model that I would definitely advise you to avoid. Yeah, you can choose to go with the 4 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs. That gives you better RAM power and better storage, and that means better overall performance. The 3 gigs of RAM can be extended up to 6 gigs, while you also have memory card slot that you can use to extend the storage, the internal storage up to 1 terabyte. Android update is also available on this phone. According to Xiaomi on their official website, you will be getting 2 years of Android update. That means since it's coming out of the box with Android 14, we will be getting Android 15 and 16. And of course, an extra 3rd year of security update. So if you're thinking of buying this phone to use for a relatively long period of time, yeah, I think it's good to go. And then coupled with the fact that the screen comes with Corning Gorilla Glass protection from scratches, yeah, that just means this phone is actually built to last a bit long. Now let's talk cameras. Just like the Redmi A3, once again, we get the same camera specifications, an 8 megapixel main camera and a 0.8 megapixel auxiliary camera that I would say is practically useless. Pictures are satisfactory at best. It's an f2.0 lens, so it requires a lot of light for you to get anything good out of these pictures. So you want to keep that in mind. These are the pictures I took with it. Yeah, it's a rainy season right here in Nigeria, so I couldn't really get enough sunlight to test out the cameras, but you can see that, well, they are still satisfactory. like I said. Videos at best is 1080p at 30 frames per second with no form of stabilization. I wasn't expecting it to have anyways. Now switching to the front camera, just like the Redmi A3, once again, it's a 5 megapixel sensor. And just like the back camera, selfies will require lots of light for you to get anything close to good. Otherwise, just be ready for so much noise in your selfies. There is no night mode and the fill light doesn't make any much difference. And lastly, just like the Redmi A3, the Redmi A3s comes with a 5000 mAh battery and only supports 10 watts charging capacity. So there is no fast charging on this phone. If you drain the battery, then you have to wait for almost 3 hours to get it back to full charge. Like a friend said, this is the kind of phone you just plug when you want to go to bed and pick it up when you wake up in the morning. So while I'm thinking of the best way to conclude this video, can you please hit the like buttons below so that more people get to see this video, and of course subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. Thanks a lot. Now let's conclude. I think the Redmi A3 was a rushed phone, and when Xiaomi realized that the problems with it could not be solved with just software update, they silently unveiled a replacement to still stay in that budget smartphone market space, and that replacement is the Redmi A3s. And from my test and usage, I would say it is mission accomplished for them, because the Redmi A3s is way more stable and reliable than the Redmi A3. And like I said before, it will definitely S out the A3 from the market. So you heard it here first. If in the near future you don't get to see the Redmi A3 to buy at all in the market. And yeah, you don't have to pay anything more for it because it comes at the same price point with the Redmi A3. The price is showing currently on your screen. So thank you so much for watching this video. That is all I have to say about this phone. Like this video, share it, and of course subscribe to the channel for more reviews like these ones. I will see you in my next video.